it's not the position that makes the leader, but it's the leader that makes the position. Coming up, Floyd Shivambu is going to take the role of Secretary General of MK Party. This comes after the resignation of Sifiso Maseko, who is returning back to the Gauteng Department of Health after being suspended by the very same department.
Now, Umkhonto weSizwe Party President Jacob Zuma has appointed Floyd Shivambu as the new Secretary General. Shivambu replaces Sifiso Maseko, who resigned to return to his job as Gauteng Health Department's Chief Director. Shivambu joined the MK Party after leaving the EFF in August. He joins us now in studio to discuss his new role. Morning, Floyd. Welcome to South African Morning. It's good to have you on ENCA. Thank you very much for joining us.
Morning to viewers of ENCA.
Yeah. You joined the MK Party as a national organizer. That was the announcement that was made at the time. And now you've been appointed SG of the party. What has been the thinking around this move for you?
No, I actually joined Umkhonto weSizwe as a member first, and then as part of the initial considerations, I was then assigned the role of national organizer. And when the Secretary General, who was in office when I joined Umkhonto weSizwe, Dr. Sifiso Maseko, requested to go back to his full-time responsibility as a government employee, then I was requested by President Jacob Zuma to assume the role of being Secretary General of Umkhonto weSizwe.
Was it an easy decision for you to make? Or were you given an opportunity even to think about it?
It's not my decision. It's actually the decision of the collective that I must play the role of Secretary General in terms of how it got to be structured. But it's not a difficult transition because national organizing is under the Secretary General's office. And in terms of the responsibilities and the tasks that we were mandated as national organizer, more or less there was a lot of work which we were co-performing with the Secretary General. So the transition has been seamless and will be seamless in terms of what got to happen because in the constitution of Umkhonto weSizwe, we've got a structure called the Secretariat.
I think this was a brilliant move by Jacob Zuma to bring stability in that position, because that position has been a rolling door since the inception of this party. I mean, leaders coming in and out and in and out.
Onto this now. So, Floyd Shivambu has been appointed Secretary General of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. This follows the resignation of Sifiso Maseko, and the party says will resume his duties as Chief Director in the Gauteng Department of Health. Maseko will remain as a member of the party's highest decision-making body, the National High Command. But to tell us more about his new appointment, role and responsibilities, we are joined by Floyd Shivambu himself, now the Secretary General of the MK Party. Mr. Shivambu, a good evening to you. I suppose congratulations are in order. Talk to us about how you feel about this appointment. Did you see it coming? And if you could, for the benefit of our viewer, detail some of your roles and responsibilities.
Good evening, Naledi, and good evening to viewers of Newsroom Africa. I'm humbled by the responsibility that we have been given to lead the organization as Secretary General. Of course, as part of the collective leadership that is under President Jacob Zuma, who has assigned us this responsibility to be Secretary General. So the appointment is a humbling experience. It's also a statement of saying that we should play the role that more or less we have been playing together with the recently outgone Secretary General, Dr. Sifiso Maseko, who did exceptionally very well.
And Floyd seems to have taken offense when he was asked about Julius Malema.
But we've watched for a very long time now a brotherly almost relationship of working together with yourself and Julius Malema. When last did you speak? Did he call to say congratulations on becoming SG of the MK Party?
I honestly don't think that is part of what our discussion should be. I thought we're coming to talk here about Umkhonto weSizwe. I'm not here to discuss those things. Personal issues, yeah, we can discuss the different platforms. I don't think we can really reduce a platform this important. We were talking to millions of South Africans and want to talk about personal relations of people. That is really not a major issue. What is the next question?
Okay, the next question then, and I'll tell you why I ask it, because there's a lot of interest, people loyal to Julius Malema, loyal to yourself.
really,
But it's okay, let's do this, Mr. Shivambu.
I believe also that this is a nice clap back from Zuma towards those MK members who hated Floyd. You remember that faction that hated Floyd? Those guys who were protesting against Floyd? I think Zuma is making a statement that you guys are either with us or leave us alone. But Floyd is not going anywhere.
In a leaked internal document from the MK party, internal structures have raised their concerns about the party and its current trajectory. The letter points out what it calls murmurs around worries of the party failing to deliver what it had promised during its inception.
This is a call for internal criticism. It is not, a call for war or for anything. We're just saying that these are the things that are happening. And the repercussions of having people parachuted to leadership positions. We see a failure to properly engage the problems, and we see dismissals left, right, and center, mainly because people do not have the proper information to deal with such problems.
One of the main concerns listed is the overlooking of internal people when it comes to appointing leadership roles, saying the MK party does not have a scarcity of leadership or skills.
Because it is a genuine and internal cry that people are being parachuted, to positions of power, and they didn't even buy into the vision of MK 3 months earlier before elections, and are parachuted at the expense of highly capable, qualified, smart, experienced, intelligent MK cadres. So these issues really need to be internalized by our leadership, and they need to find a way of promoting more of our own within.
Leshona has emphasized that the party is not in crisis, but it is merely a call for improvements.
Before decisions are taken, there should be, proper indulgence of information. So we do desire for a conflict resolution mechanism to be there, so that disputes that have been there even since before elections are fixed in such a manner that inspires confidence and unity, the unity that we saw before elections.
And Zuma didn't take that protest kindly.
Let me also talk about the people who are protesting. I hope they are listening as well. They are missing the point. They seem to have joined our party for reasons that are slightly different from us. If you say, what is that? This organization is here to finish the revolution of this country. And you can even, and it has been done in many political things, that other politicians recruit others for specific purposes. You can't make that an issue. Then if somebody is feeling there's a problem, so why don't they go to the organization they want and leave us?
Another advantage of choosing Floyd on that SG position is that Floyd has been in a political startup in the EFF. So he knows how to start the party from scratch, and he knows the challenges of starting a new party, which is what MK party needs right now. Real strategy by Jacob Zuma. And whether you like Jacob Zuma or not, anyone in any party that undermines MK party and Jacob Zuma, you are a fool indeed. And this position leaves Floyd with no choice but to perform, because there are so many people who hate him, not only from EFF, but within the very same MK party. What do you think? Let me hear your comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe, of course, if you are coming for the first time.